Hello and welcome back to Goals Galore and welcome to my Match Week 35 predictions for the Championship. If you're going to enjoy, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do drop a like and subscribe as always. Let's go. We begin at the Hawthorns where two playoff pushers face off in this one. West Brom hosting Coventry through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup now, as for West Brom still holding out their place in the playoffs. In this one, tricky game, but I'm going to back the hosts for a 2-1 win in this one. Moving on, we got Huddersfield facing Leeds. Leeds, of course, just lost to Chelsea narrowly in the FA Cup. Cracking game, that one, though. That was only their first defeat in 2024. They've been on an incredible run and cutting the gap now to 6 points on Leicester and really putting the pressure on for potentially a late title charge. As for the hosts in this one, Huddersfield, of course, they've been doing pretty well recently. Of course, a 3-1 win, 2 or 3-1 win against Watford last time out. But in this one, Leeds to wipe the floor of them. 4-0 Leeds in this one. And moving on, we go to Birmingham hosting Southampton. Southampton not going well in the last few games for them. I think it's 3 defeats in the last 4 games. Not great. And in the FA Cup, they did get knocked out to Liverpool. But a good game in that one. A good performance. If they can follow up again in this one against Birmingham, I think they'll win. They need to get back on track. I think they will here. 3-1 to Southampton in this one. And up next, it's a 7-side derby. It's Bristol City hosting Cardiff City. And this is always one to look out for as a neutral fan. Of course, as a Swans fan, of course, these are our two rivals. So we've got to keep an eye out for this one and playing both of them very soon as well. In this one, I think Bristol City just nick it 2-1 at home. And moving on, we go to Leicester hosting QPR. Leicester losing back-to-back games. Of course, losing to Leeds at Ellen Road last time out. As for QPR, really trying to get themselves out of trouble at the bottom of the Championship. They may have gone above the dotted line last time out, actually, after their win against Rotherham. As you guys know, if you follow on for the channel for a long time, you know, I really don't look at the table much until the end of the season, and then I properly study it. But in this one, Leicester, they'll get back on track here with a win at home, 3-0. Moving on, we go to Millwall, and what a shock result it was last time. Of course, Harris back in the manager seat there at Millwall at the Den, and in his first game beating Southampton. Not something many teams have been able to do this season. In this one at the Den, they host Watford, and I'm hearing things that they might be on the verge of sacking Ismail. I think I said it last time, Watford doing incredibly well to keep a manager almost for a season, and I jinxed it. Almost. He's not gone yet. But in this one, I'm going to back Millwall yet again for a win. 2-1 at the Den. And next up, we go to Norwich, hosting Sunderland. Norwich at the moment, they really could be in for a late playoff push because recently they've been scoring goals for fun and been performing very well. In this one, they take on Sunderland at Carrow Road. I watched Sunderland play Swansea on my birthday last time out. A birthday win. Get in, was absolutely buzzing with it. But Sunderland, first half, just looked awful. Absolutely awful. They played 3 at the back and it just didn't look like anyone knew what they were doing. Second half, a lot better from Sunderland, but still lacking a bit of creativity. You can see they're already missing Pritchard and Jack Clark. And in this one, I think Norwich will punish them even more than the Swans did. 5-1 Norwich in this one. Off the home park, the visitors are Ipswich Town. They'll bring a good following to this one as always. And of course, still in the race for the automatic promotion spots at the moment. And in this one, they'll be looking at it as a very winnable game away at Plymouth. In this one though, I am going to back the Tractor Boys, but it's not going to be easy. 3-1 away at home park. And moving on, we go to Preston hosting Hull. And I don't know which way to go on this one. Complete random guess, to be honest, for a prediction, because both sides have been doing very well recently. Of course, Preston picking up a lot of points recently. Same goes for Hull. But in this one, I've just edged for the team that play at Deepdale, Preston North End, to win this one 2-1. I would not be surprised if it was a draw or a Hull win. But I'm just edging for Preston. I've got a sneaky feeling in this one. Moving on, we go to Rotherham hosting Sheffield Wednesday. I hate to say it, but it's looking really, really bleak now for Rotherham. Of course, lost to QPR last time out, and it's hard to see where any points are going to come from to survive relegation this season. I like Rotherham. We've got a Rotherham fan who watches the channel as well. He's an absolute legend, but I do think they're gone, and especially if they lose this one. Sheffield Wednesday are in town, and they've done incredible. I thought they were gone at the start of the season, and since the Xisco Munoz left, they've turned it around. In this one, Sheffield Wednesday to win, goals galore, 5-2 away at the New York Stadium. Moving on, we go to Stoke hosting Middlesbrough, and now in this one, I can see both sides slipping up and only taking a point away. Of course, last time out, it was defeat for Middlesbrough and Cardiff. It was defeat for Middlesbrough to Preston and defeat for Stoke away at Cardiff. In this one, both sides get a point, 1-1 at the Bet365. But Stoke are in a bit of trouble at the moment, and Middlesbrough too inconsistent for playoffs at the moment. And the final game to predict is Swansea hosting Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn, of course, took Newcastle in the FA Cup to penalties, and that sort of favours the Swans going into this one because hopefully they'll be very tired going into it. The Swans, of course, hosting Blackburn, and earlier on in the season, we beat them 1-0 at Ewood Park, something we haven't done for a long time. I'll put it that way. I think it was something like 58 years or something ridiculous like that. In this one, though, I'm feeling confident after our win against Sunderland last time out. Ronald was flying, and it was actually a really good performance. We've got some players now coming back from injury. In this one, the Swans to win 2-1 at home. It'll be a much-needed win. We've only got 6 home games left of the season. After this home game, it's Cardiff. So we need a win in this one for the fans, the home crowd, to get behind the team for the Cardiff game. No doubt they will, but of course, it would help a lot. Matchday vlog also on the channel for this one after the game. But then guys, there are my match week 35 predictions for the Championship. If you did enjoy, please do drop a like and subscribe as always. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.